Is that rolling?
That's rolling, yeah.
Testing, one, two, three.
So, I'm Spade today, if you can say.
It's ni sanchi.
It's just the moment, like 2 seconds, and then...
What was the first bit? Okay, we ready?
Okay, let's start over.
I never felt like I fitted in. Like, how many of you don't feel like you fit into your family? I mean, my family actually called me the black sheep of the family. They labelled me, you're the black sheep. And it was like, okay, nothing empowering about that. It was just like, you're different, you know, let's label you, let's put you in the corner there. So anything that I was ever choosing, one of the things that was told to me a lot was I was choosing against them. But I was actually choosing for me. And that's one of the tools that I got out of this was that I don't have to choose the same thing that my family's choosing. You are different. Just because you're born into that family doesn't mean you have to choose the same as them.
And if you're not choosing against them.
No, you're not choosing against them.
Most people
you're just choosing for you.
Yeah, and most people think in order to choose for them, they have to choose against somebody else. But that's what we're told our whole lives, like from the time we're little kids.
Yeah.
This thing, you know, and when you choose something different than your family chooses, your family's like, well, you're wrong, you're not part of us, you're not. And it's like, no. I dance to the beat of a different drummer. I'm sorry.
I just want to be me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
whatever that is.
That's one of the things I love about this class is like we're conditioned into this way of how we think we need to choose based on somebody else's reality that we're never asked for what's true for us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just spoke about financial reality. It's like how many of you create your financial reality based on what your family did? It's like, I'm sorry, that's not your reality. It's like even if you start to ask, okay, so today, if I was choosing my financial reality, what would that be? Not your family, your financial reality. And that's just a couple of the questions and tools.
Yeah. And in asking those questions, it's like when you ask a question like that, be silent and let yourself start seeing the different places where you could start getting the awareness of what's true for you.
And that thing about being silent for a moment, because if you say, if I were truly creating my financial reality, not from my family's point of view, what would I choose? It's like, it can be a little earth-shattering.
Try and figure that
out. It's like
out.
an earthquake, you know?
It's not going to show up instantaneously, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't get an answer. It's not looking for a result.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you'll be with that question and ask it today, and just then go live your life, and then ask it again tomorrow, and go live your life, and ask it again the next day, and within a few days, or maybe a moment for some people, what happens is you're like, oh my goodness, I've got a different point of view about money.
Yeah.
I got a different point of view about struggle. I've got a different point of view about the rightness of not having, the wrongness of having, like than my family does. And guess what? That doesn't make your family wrong. But it doesn't make you wrong either.
Exactly.
And so here you are, you're just friggin' different. And I gotta say, if there's one thing people get out of the foundation class, the awareness of, I'm just friggin' different than I thought I was and then I tried to be, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong.
Yeah, and you're not wrong.
And
that's huge.
you're not wrong.
And you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're still not wrong.
And
Still
you're
not wrong.
Still not
Even
wrong.
now, still not wrong.
Yeah, still. Even after listening to that, still not wrong.
Yeah, no.
And if you got a little excited by that, still not wrong. You know, and this is where also, though, it starts to become about actually, what would you desire to create as your life? If you choosing for you wasn't against somebody else and didn't need to be framed that way, what would you like to choose as your life? And the foundation has so many of the tools to actually create it. It's friggin' awesome.
Literally the foundation of starting to create your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.